Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me. It's Becca from Readings by the Empress and Loving Source Tarot, here to do a reading for you on what might you be missing? What piece of information might you just be kind of, you're on the verge of getting this epiphany? Let's see if this reading helps you. Okay, so choose one of the stones, whichever one draws you, and we'll begin. All right, for those of you who chose the Howlite, this is Howlite, we have Howlite, also known as Waite Turquoise, is all about reveling in simplicity. Often the real power exists in what's left out. Sort of minimalist of the stones. Who needs it? Right, yeah, overstimulated minimalists. Or just overstimulated people, right? Wherever you need some breathing room and a break from never-ending onslaught of like movie messages, media, all of that. All right, so that's for you, pile number one. Okay, so let us see what you might be missing. Here we have the Knight Waite with the 7 of Coins and the 10 of Cups. Okay. Here we have the Arcanum deck. We have the Judgment card. Wonderful. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. And with the Radiant Rider Waite, we have the Page of Swords. And we have the Magician. So you've got some good major arcana in this reading, pile number one. I really do see that. Yeah. Goodness. Huh. Well, I asked what might be waiting for you, what epiphany might be waiting for you. And then you get this Magician, right? As above, so below. Huh. And Wheel of Fortune, like a new development. And Judgment Angel, a decision, help with a decision. Oh, maybe you need help with a decision today, pile number one. That could be it. We have the 7 of Coins up here. Could have to do with work with the 7 of Coins or money. The 10 of Cups could have to do with family. How do we keep our family secure? Because the 10 of Cups is talking about security, stability. Okay, so let's see. And again, family can be blood family or whoever you consider family. King of Swords. Again with a plan. And you got clarity and good judgment with the Judgment Angel. You have the beginning of a new plan, it looks like to me. But then you also need sort of the power of Source to just come along and help you manifest. The Moon. Oh, your intuition is quite good with it. All right. So I think what I am seeing here is you already have the start of this plan. But it's sort of like, would that be a good plan or not? I think that with the Wheel of Fortune, it will definitely, any plan that involves a new era, something new coming in is definitely what's calling here. Let me see. Let me take more clarification here. 8 of Swords. Ah, yes. So the 8 of Swords are all the thoughts why it won't work. It's all of the thoughts why this won't work. And keeps you from moving forward. And no, I don't want to minimize that because some of those swords are indeed things that have to be removed. I mean, those swords can become part of the fuller plan, right? Because this is just the beginning of a plan, even a thought maybe not even the beginning of a plan. But these swords can be things that have to be removed in turn to allow you to move forward. Or some of them can be thoughts that hold you back, that really, if you saw the situation more clearly and had the blindfold up, you could see, oh gosh, I'm not trapped, you know? So it's almost like you need Source to provide the means with this Magician. Yeah, provide the means or provide the way, light up the path. Because there's some real manifestation power in this reading. And it almost feels like if you're shy to make a decision, you've got angelic support and help there with that decision. I don't think you should be shy about it. Let's see. You might have internal conflict. Okay. With the Five of Wands. Or there's conflict with the people around you. Maybe they have some conflict. Perhaps with a plan, perhaps with this thought, who knows? Let's see. That shouldn't stop you either, though. See, the Magician kind of brings the opportunity, it brings the energy. If you give the Magician, meaning manifestation energy, if you give that permission to operate in your life and Source permission to give you the want to and the guidance, and look at this, your intuition's really good, then Source can make a way. Yes, okay. Let's see. Page of Wands. You have been just doing the next thing. Maybe part of the reason, part of these Eight of Swords are, is there enough money? Do I have enough financial security? Or, yeah. Or is the money situation bad enough? Because a lot of times the Seven of Coins woman, she does not look happy. The Harvest is there, but you get the feeling like she's weary. Maybe she doesn't bring enough of it home, right? So the Seven of Coins is like that. The Ten of Cups is about concerns that there is stability emotionally for the people you love. There obviously is enough with the 10. That's a completion card. It's almost like there is stability. I want to make sure it stays. It's almost like that. Okay, so these might be some of the swords you have to pick up and look at. Are these really things that are holding me back? Do I need to do something to remove that sword? Like, do I need to take a step and then I could move forward in a plan? Yeah, that can be. Yeah, for some reason I want to, oh, Chariot. Yeah, the Chariot and the Magician really work together here, where there might be something that just takes off and makes it quite clear what the rest of your plan would be. You do have clarity and good judgment. You have help from the angels. You have good intuition with the moon. But the moon also signifies the need right now to just take the next step. You have the Seven of Cups. Haven't talked about that yet, have I now? Now the Seven of Cups, some things could look confusing and uncertain. That goes with the moon, right? The moon only lights our path right in front of us, just enough so that we can keep moving forward, right? But the moon is usually not bright enough for us to see too far ahead, even when it's a beautiful full moon like this one. So that's okay though, because in the moon card, your intuition comes in to take the place of the certainty you might have if you know exactly where you're going and you can see it, right? So you can't go back with the moon card, right? There's this creature coming out of the water, so you can't go back. You do have your trusty protectors here with the dogs baying at the moon. So it feels like that might be where you're at right now, and you can't quite, right, blindfold, you can't quite see the future. However, there's a feeling like something could take off quickly, and help you to manifest what you've been wanting to manifest, something very important. Okay, so faith is needed, I think. A new era is really, that wheel is turning. Faith in your own ability to be led by angels, right? Yeah, but there is a lot of power. It's almost like latent power. It's almost like there's a lot of power as the wheel begins to turn, and it just needs something to take off. Yeah, so that's very interesting, pile number 1. I see lots of positive energy here in your reading, like ready to be unleashed. It's like that. And you might need source with this magician. You might need source to show you the way, make the way. You might need that, but it's not a bad idea to think about to develop this plan. That's what I'm seeing, because there is time for something new. So that's a very interesting reading, pile number 1. Yes, I'd love to hear what it was for you. Thank you, and see you next time. Hello and welcome to your reading, pile number 2. Now you chose the green Aventurine with this little heart. And the green Aventurine, shimmering Aventurine, the good luck stone, containing particles that create a glittery effect. It's heart-centered, interesting, and it's in the shape of a heart. Happy-go-lucky vibes are a reminder that this life on Earth experiment is supposed to be fun. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, that might be what you're missing, pile number 2. All right, so with the rider, with the Knight Waite, we have the 6 of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Very pretty. With the Arcanum deck, we have the 7 of Swords. And we have the Knight of Swords. With the Radiant Rider Waite, we have the 9 of Wands. And we have the World card. There's your major arcana. All right. And we also have help from Source coming in with this Ace. Like an opportunity or an energy or an enthusiasm or a goal coming in. 6 of Cups is a lovely card. It's about stability. Sometimes it's about children. Sometimes it's about fond memories of your childhood or a relationship you had in your childhood, really. So sometimes that can be a loved one from the other side reminding you of those fond memories. But it's a stable card. But then we have the 7 of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Pile number 2, if there is somebody in your environment who just kind of argumentative, or argumentative, wants to win an argument. This would be somebody who wants to debate. This would be somebody who, you sometimes wonder, are they being sort of difficult for the sake of it? The Knight of Swords can be verbally aggressive, right? But not entirely mature, right? This isn't the King of Swords. So the Knight of Swords doesn't have the ability to be very temperate. The Knight of Swords, look at the picture, right, is not at all temperate. It's more like charging forward. So if you have somebody in your life like that, they're not only argumentative or a little bit, they tend to be a little aggressive verbally, but the 7 of Swords suggests to me they might also be up to something. 3 of Wands. I feel like you absolutely know about this. I feel like you absolutely know. For those of you who see this as somebody in your life, you absolutely know, and you look forward to the day when you don't really have to be in close contact with that person. So you kind of have a plan already for that. 5 of Swords, and it would be, if you can cut them away, that kind of thing. Or put distance between the two of you, what have you. So for some of you, that's what that means. And that That would be a really lovely completion for you. For others of you that see, now I always take the Knight of Swords too. It can be a plan that's sort of halfway to maturity, and so you're charging forward. And it involves taking the swords, right? He's taking the swords, he's taking the swords. So that can be gathering plans, gathering. Some of this can be gathering the swords so that there isn't fighting, like gathering the swords so that there isn't this conflict. Some of that could be that for some of you. This is a very interesting reading because I feel like it could go a few different ways. If this is your plan, then your plan may indeed involve gathering swords, like gathering the plans, gathering the facts, gathering the the information. Swords can be information, and keeping it kind of, it's like it's nobody's business but yours. It's your business and just yours. It can be like, I need to gather this information, maybe even sometimes a little bit, very privately, because somebody may have a problem with it. Look at these two walking away. So this can be about charging forward on a plan that you've researched it a lot, and it will pay off in the long run. So there's another meaning of this setup here. The Ace of Wands kind of backs that up, right? Opportunity. Let's see, like Source is helping you. And that is also got a laurel wreath, right? This is victorious. Wait, this is the Ace of Swords. When I looked at the laurel wreath, I'm thinking, wait a minute, that's Ace of Swords. This is Ace of Swords. So this is in Epiphany. We're talking about epiphanies. This is a plan. This is a, wow, okay. So whether your plan involves, getting away or limiting your contact with somebody who's aggressive, or whether your plan involves, doing a lot of research and being sort of secretive about that, the Ace of Swords is going to give you clarity and give you really kind of fire up your intellect. Interesting. To bring you victory. This is a victory card. This is a victory card. So this is very interesting. Let me see. And this to me says victory, right? The world is success and completion. Like, have faith. If this is your plan, have faith that you will have success and completion. But this is what's standing in the way. Okay. There's a lot of, no wonder you get Ace of Swords and they want to give you an epiphany. No wonder, because it's like the only thing that could stop you would be fearfulness. With the Nine of Wands, like, oh gosh, I've been through some stuff, or I feel kind of embattled. What's next? Or regrets, depression, maybe even. The Five of Cups is sort of looking back and being very disappointed, right? So those two things could stop you. So I feel like maybe some of you feel a little trapped in this. So, right. Maybe some of you feel trapped in this situation where you have to deal with somebody who's kind of highly conflictual being in your life. But that's because of what you've been through. That's because of great disappointment. You might be mourning something. You might be grieving something. You are heading for success. You are heading for success with this World card. Let me see. So I think sometimes Source uses these to give us an insight about how much what's going on with us emotionally is affecting our ability to move forward. And so sometimes that's exactly the issue. Let's see. The World card. Success and completion. Yes, you've done research. If you've got a plan, it is going to work. Yes, and you do have the intellect. Look at all the swords, the power of your intellect. You do have the ability to think it all through, but maybe you've thought it all through a little too much, even. Yeah, maybe time to charge forward. And disappointments, not dwelling on them, or maybe it's been time to mourn them, but this guy always takes the risk that he doesn't turn around to the cups that are upright, that are sources of fulfillment for him, that are positive, and that could be rising. Yes. So I think this feels really, you're in some sort of situation right now, and it's some flux, right? And I feel like it's different than your usual because you've got the Six of Cups back here. Yeah, but if it births a plan, you may have been doing research that is kind of shocking to you, really, that all of a sudden things have changed or these new ideas come to you. But gosh, it's going to be a success if you can get past any disappointment or regret or sadness about what's been. And if you can get past any fear about what's coming, success. That's what I see. All right. Well, thank you, pile number 2. That was an interesting reading. I hope you saw what you were supposed to see. Take care. We'll talk next time. Hello and welcome to your reading, pile number 3. Now you chose the turquoise, so let's see what the gift is for you. Okay, has been rocked by humans longer than almost anything since 5000 BCE. Oh, wow. It is considered a protector and also just a thing of beauty, you know, it enhances your beauty. Anyone whose voice has gone AWOL needs this. It's about speaking up. Interesting. I suppose because the turquoise is a very lovely and bold kind of stone. Interesting. When you've got something to express, this can help you. All right. Okay, let's see. Now, what may you be missing? What epiphany can really light things up? We have with the Knight Waite, we have the 9 of Swords, and we have the King of Cups. Yes, and with the Arcanum, we have the Strength card, and, oh good, you've got Major Arcana is Strength. That's really good. 2 of Coins. With the Radiant Rider Waite, we have the 2 of Wands and the Knight of Wands. And I'll clarify using the Waite Smith Centennial deck. Okay, let's see. What might you be missing? Well, for one thing, the fact that you have a lot of strength, you might be missing that. You might not be knowing that because you may be, with this 2 of Coins, this is the nimble juggler, right? Like I'm juggling my different sources of security. Work and home, work and health, health and home, to relationships that keep you secure, family that keeps you secure, whatever sources of tangible security are in your life, you might find it rather difficult to juggle them right now. But guess what? It has always been, I feel like it's been that way for a long time, you know, because look at, you're skilled, the nimble juggler, and there might be turbulence in the background, and you know what? You got to juggle anyway, and you can do it. You can do it. So sometimes if people are not feeling entirely stable, like they have to keep juggling, the Strength card is telling you you're strong even if you don't feel strong. You're very strong even if you feel like there's a lot of turbulence in the background and it's difficult. That's the only reason why you wouldn't feel strong, is because you really are doing something difficult, and you have been. So you are strong though with the Strength card, and not only that, but you have some divine protection as well. And the Strength card, a lot of times it's sort of like, that's a great request of Source. Strengthen me, lend me your strength. You know, that's a great request too. Okay, and you had to restart the video because my battery died. But let's see. We were just talking about the swords. I remember the swords. You've got some worries. You've got some things that you may be worried about. Pile number 3. Let's see. Your intuition, compassion, empathy, understanding, insight. That is mature. You got this King of Cups. So I feel almost like this could be born, the worry could be born of something your intuition is picking up, or empathic alignment with some folks who are having trouble, or worries for yourself. And let me see. So maybe you're having a little bit of trouble because things have been stressful, managing that. Let's see, we have the Page of Wands. It's best to just look at, do the next thing, do the next thing. Ah, yes. This 2 of Coins, though. You know, I think you've been working hard. I think you've been balancing a lot. And that, too, can cause some difficulty with thinking too much. Let's see. Oh, goodness. We asked about Epiphany. The Hanged Man, a lot of times that means seeing things from a whole new perspective. It's like that instant. Have you had those where you see it from an entirely different perspective and you have relief? You're not feeling stressed anymore. So that is, I think you may be right on the verge of that. Yes, you are, with this Ace of Swords, because that's, you know, Source bringing in answers, bringing in epiphanies, bringing in messages, bringing in clarity, intellectual clarity, bringing in logic, but in such a way that it brings victory, because you have the laurel wreath. So the Ace of Swords has also been called the Sword of Victory as well because of that. Let's see. Yeah, I just feel like there may have been a disruption in a goal that you have, or you have to pause. You have to like pull back and see. And maybe you have 2 goals. Maybe there are 2 main priorities for your purposeful work, you know, and exploration. But I wonder if you had to pull back just because of something unexpected that's been stressful. We have the new beginning here. Oh, okay. Or maybe some of it's like, okay, I'm taking a pause in this particular goal. A lot of times I see the 2 of Wands as, you know, there are 2 main goals, priorities, things that require purposeful pursuit, right? Things that give you purpose. And sometimes it's like, which one is the more important? And so we have the Knight of Wands. I feel like maybe you're backing off of one a bit. It's not like it's gone, but because there's a new opportunity here. There's a new beginning here, and something to do with the money. Let me look. Sometimes that's a new job, by the way. Ooh, and the Sun. Sometimes it's better health as well. Wow, look at those major arcana. They're very positive. So I feel like you're coming through pile number 3 a time when something's happened that's been stressful, and it might not even be directly to you, because the King of Cups would be as an empath, right? Might be feeling what some other people are feeling, people around you. You do tend to manage a lot at once, and you do it well. I feel like Source gives you this Strength card to reassure you you are protected. Yeah, I think the new way of seeing things has to do with seeing things in a more hopeful way. Like, even if there's something you're pulling back on, or even if it feels like a turbulent time, or even if it feels like some people around you are having a tough time, please know that new joy is coming in. And please know that Source smiles upon you and protects you. And please know there is a new beginning that's beckoning, and somehow it increases your security. Oh, we have the Four of Swords reversed. So, yeah, you might have come through a time of reflection, a time of a little too much worry maybe, but I feel like it's for reasons. I feel like there's been something stressful, but you might be coming through that time and no more retreating. It'll be time for no more retreating. You might have had to pull back on some sort of goal or priority. You might have had to pull back on, instead of charging forward for a while. But that's new beginnings coming in. It's okay. You'll find your footing. Maybe you changed course a bit. It's okay. Wow. All right. I see this. Ace of Coins. Yeah, it's almost like you need, so I don't know, some of you are balancing your finances, and Source is saying, I'm going to help you. Here it comes, right? This is the hand out of the heavens. And then we have the Page of Coins over there, like you've picked it up, like you're picking it up. New income stream, perhaps. New source of material security. Wow. Somebody smiling upon you. Well, this too, if anybody is looking for a job or taking a new job, you will be smiled upon. So I like that. New beginning. No more retreat. You've had a period, perhaps, of needing to rest and retreat again and figure something out. But that's reversed now. So I sure hope that's helpful, pile number 3. What an interesting reading. Well, you take care, and we'll talk next time.